everyone, and welcome back to Art a la Carte. This is my submission for the YouTube Artist Collective piece, and this piece is entitled Eternal Frost. So the YouTube Artist Collective is a group of artists who every few months we do a piece based on a theme chosen by you guys. And if you guys are interested in finding out how you can help choose and vote on this theme, make sure to stay to the end of this video and I'll let you know. The theme for this YouTube Artist Collective was Ice Fantasy, which lends itself to a lot of different ideas. And I had so many different ideas, it was really hard to choose one. And the one that I actually ended up going with was one when I was sketching out the piece, I came up with this story idea in my head. And I loved the story idea so much that I had to do an illustration for it. So that's where this came. And I'll share the story with you a little bit later in this video. But first, I want to talk about the materials that I used to create this piece. The first step that I did was to do some sketches for this piece, and I did it on just regular scratch paper and a blue Cool Erase color pencil. After I got the sketch that I really liked, I kind of cleaned it up on the computer, then I printed it off on Express blending card. This paper is great, especially with Copic markers. So as you might have guessed, I'm going to use Copic markers to color this, as well as color pencils, some Indian ink, and a little bit of Spica glitter pins to add some really fun shimmer to this piece. I also almost used blood. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll remember I posted a picture of me with my war wound on my elbow. Somehow, as I was drawing, I slammed my elbow down on top of my colored pencils, which one of them stabbed my elbow. I actually have a very small piece of colored pencil still stuck in my skin. It's like my tattoo, so I have a battle wound. So those were the materials that I used to create this piece. So now let me tell you the story behind this piece. Now, when I work on pieces, especially if it takes me a long time, I will often come up with stories. Sometimes they're really short and easy stories. Sometimes they're really long and stretched out. So this is the story. The story takes place in a very small kingdom. You know, like one of those really small kingdoms tucked nestled and like surrounded by mountains and forests and everything. So the kingdom has 6 princes. Now, if you have done any kind of research on folklore or fairy tales, then you'll kind of hear the running theme about the 7th prince. Like the 7th prince is supposed to be extra special. Well, the 7th baby born was actually a princess. And so it kind of made her more endeared and special to all of the kingdom. And when she grew up to be just sweet and kind and gentle and beautiful and fair and beloved by everybody in her kingdom. Not just the people in her kingdom, but even like the fairy folk and magical creatures that lived in the forest loved the princess. She was so loved that she caught the attention of an evil wizard that lived far, far away, and he was so taken by the stories of her beauty that he demanded that she marry him and become his bride. And as you probably can guess, she refused him. And in doing so, she enraged him so much that he placed a curse upon her and froze her into ice. The kingdom was devastated. They didn't know what to do or how to help their princess. The people in the kingdom even went out into the forest and tried to get help from the local fairy folk. And no one knew what to do except for the only unicorn that lived in the forest. Now again, if you do some research into folklore and mythical creatures, a lot of times you're going to find the theme that in every forest there's one unicorn that lives, and this is the unicorn that keeps the forest green and protected and all this, and that's that unicorn. Well, the unicorn told the kingdom to bring the princess to him in his forest. So they carried the princess out. You see, the princess was so kind and gentle that she had even befriended this unicorn, and he could not bear to see his friend perish. And so as they laid her before him, he touched the tip of her forehead with his horn, and immediately ice began to melt away from her, and life was restored. Oh, the kingdom rejoiced. They were so excited to have their princess back that they all began to rush back to the castle to celebrate and rejoice, when they all of a sudden noticed the leaves turning brown and the air turning cold. And as they looked back, they began to see that the unicorn himself had not broken the curse, but had taken the curse upon himself, and that he was beginning to turn into ice. The princess was so upset to see the unicorn being destroyed by the curse that she rushed to his side, and as she reached up and placed her hands on his icy neck, the curse stopped and the unicorn was saved. But the moment she would step away from the unicorn, the curse would then begin to creep up on him, and she realized that as long as she stayed with the unicorn, as long as she always had her hand upon him, that he would be saved. But the moment she left his side, he would perish, and therefore the forest would perish, and then her kingdom. She decided that she would forevermore stay by the unicorn's side, and they would travel together until they could find a way to lift this curse. So what was the cure for the curse? Yeah, I never got that far. I kind of finished the picture before I got that far. But this is the fun part. You guys have such great imaginations that I thought I would just leave the ending up to you. So in the comments below, write your ending. How are they going to reverse the curse? Do they find the magic flower on the 7th hill? Do they befriend a dragon that breathes magical fire over them? I don't know, but you guys might. So write your ending to the story in the comment section below. I'd love to read through them, and then we could just pick the ending we like the best. So I want to talk about the 2 other cool things about the YouTube Artist Collective. One is going and seeing all the amazing artwork that people create. In the description box below, I'm going to leave a link to a playlist that's going to have everybody's video in that. So you can go and just watch all of their videos. The artists for this collective run are Monique Renee, Chloe Rose, Hello Alice, Jellybee, Zyra Baines, Lemony Crescent, Bailey J, Myra Byler, Saphira Liu, and Christy Partridge, as well as myself. Make sure to subscribe to their channel so that you don't miss out on all their awesome artwork that they continue to create between collectives. If you're brand new to my channel, well, welcome. I post 3 new videos each week on a Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. They're a mixture of tutorial videos that you guys suggest and speed paintings and drawings and all sorts of fun things. So make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of those videos. And the other amazing thing about the YouTube Artist Collective is that all of these pieces are going to be for sale. So in the description of this video, I'm going to have a link to my Etsy shop where I'll have this piece for sale. I also have it listed on my Redbubble. I'll have a link to that as well. If you like the line art to this and would like to color this yourself, I'm also going to have the line art up for sale on my Etsy shop, so you can go and purchase a digital printable copy of that. So that'll be fun. Now, if you want to help choose the next theme, make sure to go to the YouTube Artist Collective Facebook page. That's where we post a poll where you guys get to vote on the next theme. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me in this video. I hope you enjoyed this piece as much as I did creating it. It was super fun, and I really look forward to reading your guys' endings to the story. That'll be fun. So until next time, God bless you guys, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.